Yes, sir. All righty. All right, so you ready?
How you clap with the mic in your hand? You put it down for sure.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of the Highlight Reel. As you can see, I have a special guest today. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Go ahead, man.
For sure. What's up, everybody? My name is Mario Nunez. I currently run my own business called The Winning Way, where we pride ourselves in spreading joy to the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I wanted to give a little background. I honestly, this is our first time meeting, but
It is.
I saw you on. I saw you do a. I think you were talking with one of my friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold up, who is that? And what is he like? What is he doing? What does he do? So I went through your page and I thought that the stuff that you was doing was pretty cool. You have your own brand. I can relate to that. So I was like, all right, you know what? This would make sense because we kind of doing some similar things. We both trying to make an impact.
For sure.
So I figured this would be a great opportunity for us to collab. So again, let's go ahead and get right into it. So what's the winning way, man? Like, what drew you to even create this? Because I think it's a cool thing that I see, and I like I just like the motto, the phrase, yeah.
The winning way.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. So when I was young,
Yeah.
probably like 6th, 7th grade,
Okay.
I came up with the saying, the winning way.
Okay.
But I didn't know what it was. Like, I was just this kid that, like, I love to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? I played football my whole life, so I came up with the winning way, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So sophomore year of college, messed my knee up, tore my PCL, tore all the cartilage out, whole 9 yard. And I had to go back to the crib in Georgia. So I'm back home, got surgery. I'm laying in bed, whatever. I got my game with me. I got the PS4 at the time. I got it with me. I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
But, I was home for like a month and a half, right?
Right.
Barely could walk, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I can't just keep playing video games. I'm bored. Let me go in my backyard and make a little, make a video.
Yeah.
You know? So, I go back there, I tell my mom to record me. My mom recorded me, and I basically was just like, I'm about to make a brand called The Winning Way, and I'm going to just do motivational messages every Friday.
Right.
So I did that, and I'm not going to lie, since that day, which was, I think, 2021 of December, I ain't stopped since. I've posted every single Friday a motivational message every Friday. So that's how it came about.
So that's like 100. That's like at least 100 videos and some.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So that's what's up, man. Wow. So the winning way, like what drew you to that phrase? Like what was going on around your life that made you just start saying that?
The winning way.
Like, you feel like you was losing in life? I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, what made you go that route?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I really wish I had that answer for you. But I would say that me knowing myself right now,
Yeah.
I hate to lose. And when I was younger, like, I was a sore loser. I don't care what it was. If we was playing Monopoly and we lost, like, I'm the kid to pick up the board and throw it across the room. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I hate losing. So I think the winning way thing came from me just loving to win. I love to win in everything. I don't care what it is,
Because I've seen some of the videos, and I respect it and I appreciate it, because I'm gonna be frank. I feel like some people, they see people trying to inspire others, and they see people saying like motivational things, and they might see it as corny or whatnot. But I remember I was watching you, and I was like, nah, I respect this, because again, I've also started a brand, and
100%.
I'm trying to do something with it. So I feel like I can understand what you go through, what you're trying to do. We might be doing it in different ways, but we are essentially both trying to make an impact. So as I watch you, I respect it. And like I said, when I first saw you with my friend, I was thinking, hold up, he's going on a walk and he's talking to her, and you were just asking some good questions, and I thought that was actually pretty cool. And then I've seen some of the other videos that you've done, because obviously a good amount of them are here at Kent State. I don't know if you've done any of them anywhere else. Yeah. So some of the people that you've had on the winning way, I was like, I know them. So I tune into it. So I understand that, because I've done that as well. So it's cool to see, and I respect it. I respect it. So let's kind of get some background. So where are you from?
I'm from Marietta, Georgia.
Right. Okay.
Which is a suburb probably 20 minutes away from Atlanta.
Okay.
And it's the best place in the world. I couldn't be more happy that I'm from there. Shout out Georgia, man. Shout out ATL. Shout out Cobb County, man.
You a Falcons fan?
I'm not a Falcons fan.
Whoa, why is that?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I just didn't. I didn't grow up going to Falcons games. I'm not a Falcons fan. I'm not a Hawks fan. I guess I'm kind of hopping on the Braves bandwagon a little bit.
Okay. So wait, like, who your favorite teams?
Yo, that's the thing. I don't really have a favorite team.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, if it's not your home team.
Right, then what you doing?
I was going to say, it's like, you say you love Georgia, and then the teams that's there. Like, because I know how I get about my city, man. I know how I get.
From Cincinnati.
Yeah, so, you know.
The Bengals all day long. Who they?
The Bengals showing the winning way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you already know. So,
yeah, Burrow doing his thing.
Yeah, for real. But, so what is it that brought you out here to Kent State?
To be quite frank with you, just football. You know, they offered me a full ride scholarship here, and
yes, sir.
I couldn't miss that opportunity, so I committed, and I've been here ever since.
That's what's up.
And I'm not gonna lie, I like it. When I first came up here, you know, they were telling me, yo, like it snows a lot, the weather's terrible. You coming from Georgia, you a Southern born, you ain't gonna like it. I came up here freshman year, I hated it. Like it was terrible. The snow was treacherous. But bro, now I'm adapted to it. I'm walking my dog outside with no shirt. It's 30 degrees, and it feel good. Like I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? I go back home to Georgia. It's 60. My mom talking about put a sweatshirt on. You're gonna get sick out there. I'm like, no, you tripping.
Wait, hold up. You said it would be 30 degrees and you walk outside with no shirt on.
No shirt on. Like I'm used to it. I'm immune to it. Like yeah.
What's going on? What's up with that, man? What's like? Is this? Are you? So, were you doing that? Like, do you do things like that to kind of challenge yourself? No, I'm being for real.
Nah, I do it just so like I might be playing Warzone or whatever. My dog got to go outside. I don't got no shirt on, but I'm not tripping. I just go out there, walk real quick, come back in. Like the cold is not phasing me no more. My body is eating it like bullets. Like it's not. You know what I mean? So.
Cause I've done that before, but I don't do that often. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna throw something on. But cause again, I saw you do that for a video, and I was like, okay, no, seriously.
Yeah,
I was
like,
sitting
in the snow.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't do it, but I know that there are people that do things like that to kind of enhance their mental. So that's why I was saying, like, do you like challenging yourself?
Yeah.
So what other things do you do to kind of challenge yourself on the daily?
On the daily,
yeah.
I don't know so much about the daily, but there is something that I do very often that really challenges myself. So there's this basketball hoop. It's not a park, but it's around the corner. It's just a hoop. And it's like a half court. Yeah. And I'm not the best hooper. I don't really hoop for real, but I love the game. I love playing basketball.
I love the game.
Hey, but bro, what I'll do is I'll go to that hoop and I'll shoot at every single spot on the court, like the left corner, right corner, the wing, and then straight ahead, and then free throws. Mm-hmm. Bro, I don't leave until I make 3 shots at each thing. Okay. And that take me a minute because I'm not a hooper. You feel me? Yeah. But that's just challenging to me, even though it's something that I enjoy doing. It's like, yo, I can't leave until I get this done. Like, you know what I mean?
Wow, because like we were talking about earlier, I feel like there are some things that I'm doing to challenge. Like I do my podcast, love the podcast, and then I do some, let's just say, artistic expression, right, to kind of push myself on the daily. Is for right now. So I do that because I know that it kind of it helps me to stay kind of on what I feel my purpose is and to stay consistent in that way. And then also I think it gives me like an assignment. Kind of every day it's like, this needs to get done. You got something to do. Because I think this is the first year probably in a while, or I'll say since I've not been in school, I remember going into this year, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have something I need to be focusing on. Yeah. If not every single day, every other day, like I have something that I need to be focusing on all of the time. And I think that makes my decisions a little better, because it's like, all right, if you want to do this, you can't be doing this, or you have to do this. Are you going to do it? Are you willing to do it? So it makes me show up in that way. And it's because then when you start to accomplish those things, it's like, oh shoot, I feel good. Like I'm glad I did that.
I'm doing the right things in life.
Yeah, because I know not everybody has that mentality to just challenge themselves, and I think people should find a thing, whatever that thing is, to challenge themselves. But if it challenges you, but also kind of fulfills you, I think that's where you're winning right there.
That's when you're winning.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, this is it's challenging you and trying to make you better, but this is also kind of making you feel good about even trying to do it.
100%.
So, 100%. So all right, so you say you hurt yourself. Was that your sophomore year?
That was my sophomore year.
So what was your biggest challenge as far as dealing with that, and what did you do to pivot?
Ooh, man, my biggest challenge?
Yeah.
And my biggest challenge was really understanding that I hurt myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really embracing it. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I got hurt. Like, it really happened. You know what I mean? So let's do something to fix it. Let's get in rehab and let's start rehabbing it and really embrace the fact that something traumatic happened to you, but it's only going to help you in life. So I think that's really was the hardest battle. I mean, I'm thinking like, yo, I've been playing football my whole life. Ain't no way this really just happened to me. Like, ain't no way. I'm thinking ain't no way. But no, there is a way. It really happened. So yo, let's fix it. Let's change that mentality and let's get right. So I think that was the biggest thing for me is like me being truthful to myself.
Because so where was it the decision? So after your injury, did you make the decision to stop, or it was basically the injury that was like, this is done?
Nah, so I kept playing after my injury. I got surgery. And then I came back. I played junior year and senior year. So I just finished up my senior season.
Okay. I'm thinking that you stopped.
Nah, we ain't never gonna quit. Though.
Okay, I was about to
we
say
ain't
like,
never gonna quit. Though,
but that's why I was saying, because like, is that something that made you quit? But if it didn't make you quit, then good.
Yeah. Never
So how did that kind of make you more nervous going forward, or did that kind of like give you more of a drive to be like, nah, I'm gonna prove to myself and prove to other people it's like, yeah, this can happen, but I'm gonna get this done anyway?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to prove to myself and others like, yo, this ain't gonna stop me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push right through this. But it did slow me down. I'm not gonna lie. It did slow me down. That's me being honest with myself.
Right.
I came back and I wasn't the same player that I was.
Right.
I wasn't.
Right.
But that's okay because I learned from it. And I got stronger knowing and admitting to myself like, man, I'm not the same player I was.
Right.
But I'm not going to lie. That made me pivot into what I'm doing now, which is business. Yeah. So everything works out the way it's supposed to work out.
Yeah, I respect that.
You know?
Because I also see that you talk to other student athletes. So it's like, do you kind of get inspired or rejuvenated when you continue to talk to other student athletes? Because it's like you understand what they do, what they're going through, what they've done. You understand those kind of things. Is that something that kind of provides inspiration for you?
100%, bro, because being a student athlete is tough. Like, it's tough on the mental. It's tough on the physical. It's tough dealing with, you know, the outside world. You know what I mean? Because it's hard. People don't really understand what you're going through. We getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and we going to put 315 on our back and we squatting it with somebody yelling in our ear and we sniffing snot to make our brain go crazy. Like, you feel me? Then we go on the field and we smashing each other in the mouth, you know what I'm saying, for 2 hours. And then we're going to go to class after that. You know what I mean? And then after that, we're going to go to study hall and then go back to the coach's office for meetings. You know what I mean? So it's like,
all right, so because so is that is that a grind that you kind of did you enjoy the grind? Did you enjoy the grind of that?
Bro, I enjoy the grind because I know that I have an upper hand on anybody that didn't play sports, and I know that the sacrifice that I made playing a Division I sport is gonna make me unstoppable in the real world, because that's a fake world to me. Yeah. So now that I'm in the real world, yo, I'm unstoppable because I'm going through things that the normal human not doing.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask that because I had a potential opportunity to be a college athlete when I first got to Kent. I was I didn't have any. I ran track in high school, and I felt like I was
pretty
solid.
Good.
I'm solid, you know. But I would have loved to have done that in college. But I know for me, I thought it was weird in my head. I was thinking, yes, I'm a college athlete, but I cannot be at this school if my grades don't come first. That's how I've always been. Like, the high school I went to was very rigorous, and I've always felt like that about grades. I remember the first time ever in school I had a C. I flipped out. Like, I almost broke down. Cause I mean, that's not.
Bro, that ain't true. You better than that.
Like, the standard I have for myself is if it ain't a B, it better be an A. But it better not be nothing in between there.
Facts.
Then certain years in high school, you like, look, I'm grateful I passed. You know what I mean? It's like that don't happen with most things, but like I had that too. But I remember when I got to college, I had the opportunity where I could have maybe done something like that. But I think I had to push. I would have had to have more of a push to get on the track team. Yeah. And to me, I was thinking that wasn't worth it necessarily, because I'm thinking, all right, if I become a college athlete,
That's gonna take a lot of your time.
It's gonna take all my time. I'm not gonna really get to have a social life like I wanted to. And it's like, if I'm not getting a scholarship outright, then I'm gonna have to walk on, potentially not ever get a scholarship. It's like, those were all things that scared me, right? But
let me tell you something on that note you just said there. Bro, being an athlete, and now that this is the first semester where I have not been on the football team, so I'm not going to workouts, I'm not doing none of that. I'm a NARP. That's what they call it, a NARP, a non-athletic regular person.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Bro, I'm finally starting to actually meet and talk to people who aren't athletes. The past 4 years, I've only surrounded myself with athletes. And they can only give me so much knowledge because we all know the same thing.
Right.
But now that I'm really branching, I'm talking to people that are engineers and people that work in cosmetics. I'm really starting to learn about the world and not just sports.
Yeah.
So I regret, like, not branching out while I was playing the sport, taking yoga classes at the rec center to meet new people, like doing things like that.
That's an interesting take, because I feel like we're on two different sides of it. Because while you were an athlete in school, you were kind of surrounded by that and you didn't get to meet other people.
Right.
Me, because what I was getting to was the fact that I didn't get to be an athlete, but ironically, one of my mentees that came to Kent as well, we went to the same high school. He came to Kent. We were on the same track team and everything.
Yeah.
I've seen him walk on, get a scholarship, and he's like having PRs, breaking records. Like, he's doing some good
Going
things.
crazy.
So I'm over here thinking that is something that I kind of can regret. It's like, I could have done that if I just worked hard enough for it. Because I think that's something I'm learning about in life. I could have been a college athlete if I worked hard enough for it and if I wanted it, right? If I really, really wanted it, I could have made that happen because I've seen someone else have the same exact situation I had
and make it
work.
Yeah.
So that's why when I see him, I tell him, like, dude, I really appreciate that for you, and I really respect it because I was in that same situation and I didn't do it, but you made it happen.
You opening my eyes to see a different perspective.
Exactly. And then I feel like that's one of the biggest life lessons I've learned. It's, you cannot be mad at what don't happen from what work you don't put in.
Right.
Because I didn't put in that work.
Right.
So he got the result that I didn't get to get. So, but on the flip side, like you were saying, you were in that, but then the people that you didn't get to meet and the connection that you maybe didn't get to make, you feel like you wish you would have done that. Whereas I've had the opportunity to do that, but I didn't get to be an athlete.
100%.
Because that was something I thought I wanted at some point, and then I was thinking, you know what, nah. But I could have had it. So I think it's just interesting to look back on that and reflect on that. Because you were an athlete in college, I was not, but we were both. Basically, what I got to do, you saying you wish you got to do,
100%.
and what you got to do, I'm saying I wish I got to do it.
Yeah.
And also how you were saying you feel like you kind of have a leg up on people that were not college athletes. I completely understand. Even though I wasn't a college athlete, I completely understand that. You wait. There's a grind to it. There's a grind to it. So, and it's every day. So, and you were in school, so it was kind of set for you and structured for you.
Yeah.
Once you don't have that, you kind of have to do that yourself.
100%.
So that's why I feel like I've been giving myself things to do because it's like I don't have that. So I have to do it on
You got to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, and that's boy.
That's the thing I'm learning right now.
That's hard.
It's easy to lay in bed till 12. You know what I mean? It's easy to do that.
Bruh. It really is. But when I've just been learning, you get up and you knock something out.
Come on.
You wake up, get to the gym.
Come on. If you have a good morning, you're going to have a good day. Every single day. You have a good morning, you're going to have a good day.
That's why you say good morning?
That's why I say good morning. Good morning. Yeah.
Because, man, it's just like your attitude and how you go about things really determines so many different things. And I feel like college athletes, you do get that leg up. As hard as that work might be in your respective sport, that grind I can totally agree to set you apart. Because when you don't get that grind, you get a little mellow and a little comfortable. It's like, man, I'm all right. Like, I'm all right. When you got somebody challenging you, whether it's your coach, your teammates, all the time, those push you to they push you to another level, man.
1,000%.
And that's something I wish I got to do. I really wish I got to do that. But so what have you been doing to try to kind of improve the winning way? Because I know that obviously since you graduated, not since you graduated, but since you finished with school, since you finished with football and everything, and you've been talking to other people through the winning way and everything, what do you plan to do with that as far as like improving that? Because you said you kind of become more business focused,
Right.
and that's your thing. So what is it that's driving you as far as that right now?
I'd say a couple of things.
Yeah.
The first thing is I've been trying to get into a lot of schools to really put my positive impact on students. And I actually just got done doing my first big assembly last week. It was like 300 kids.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I walked into the school, I was a little nervous.
Oh, absolutely.
But the one thing I do know is that if you're not nervous, you ain't passionate. You know what I mean? So what I did was I embraced the nerves and I went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I had the kids going crazy. I went crazy. And when I left out of there, bro, I was like, yeah, like it was one of the moments I got back in my car and I screamed like,
yeah,
let's go. Like
it was one of those moments. It's like, yep, this
it right
feels
here.
right.
Yeah, this it right here. So I'm doing that. I'm trying to get into more schools. And on top of that, as you know, I got a fashion show coming up, student athlete fashion show.
Yeah.
And I got a celebrity guest judge coming, Justin Fields. I think it's going to be a great show. But what I envision in the future is that I do student athlete fashion shows all across the country at all types of different universities. And what I do is say I want to do one in Atlanta next on the Georgia State campus. So say I go there and I try to get Trey Young to come be a judge or Kyle Pitts. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's kind of what I want to do. But within that, you might be wondering like, yo, where's the motivational aspect? Like, it's just a fashion show. It is a fashion show, but here's the thing. The athletes are going to bring the audience, but the motivation's going to keep them there. So during every single intermission when the models are backstage changing their clothes, I'm going to be on stage doing motivational activities with the crowd. Just, flat out conversations for like, yo, who has goals out there? Yo, what's y'all's purpose? You know what I mean? Stuff like that to keep the crowd into it. So not only are they getting entertained, they learning too. You know what I mean?
I like
so
that.
That's what I'm doing.
I like that. I like that. That's a twist on it.
And on top of that, there's no platform out there where athletes get to show their fashion. There's no platform out there except for pregame pictures in the league.
Yeah.
And people eat them pregame pictures up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the platform I'm trying to make. And eventually I want to do professional athlete fashion shows. Like say we do the
Falcons, the Hawks.
Like the Brown. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Falcons versus the Hawks, right?
Okay.
Who's got the best fashion in the state? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What professional team has the best fashion? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
you would still bring the motivational aspect to that.
And I still bring the motivational aspect to that. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I like that idea because you said the fashion brings them there and the motivation is what keeps them there.
That's it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I actually like that idea a lot because I saw that you went to that school.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I've been actually wanting to try and get into a school and maybe talk to. I really just want to talk to the students because I'm probably more so going to talk to high school students and things like that. But I kind of want to know what's going through their minds because I think it's important for us to also be looking out for those that are coming after us and figuring out what is it that you were scared of, what is it that you're nervous about, so we can help you navigate that. Because maybe I can talk to you about something and teach you some things that I had to learn the hard way. And of course, people are going to have to bump their own heads, but at least I might make things. Yeah, I might be able to make things a little easier for you, just so you can get a little farther. So I saw that, and I was like, I respect that, and I can see how you would be nervous because it's like you're talking to children, but you might think that's easy. But some kids don't listen or they don't care. Yeah. So to get them excited,
you gotta grab their attention quick.
Yeah. So some kids don't care or anything like that. So to get their attention, get them excited, get them engaged. Those are very important things that need to be done if you want to reach the generation that are coming after us. So so that was one school. You got any others that you might be coming up? That might be coming up as far as that?
I got the I Promise School coming out. Shout out to LeBron James. Man. I got the I Promise School coming up. So that's a big deal right there. So
that's
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about that one. Yeah. So that's the next one coming. So
okay. And then we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but how do you set those up? What does that even look like? So as far as setting that up.
So let me tell you. So
okay.
Couple of things.
Yeah.
So one is people referring me. So for the last school I went to,
really,
I had a kid in one of my entrepreneurship classes. His mom taught at the school, and he told his mom, you need to have Mario come talk, whatever. So his mom, the teacher, told the principal, like, yo, my son said there's this kid named Mario. I don't even know him, but apparently he's motivational and he can come talk to kids. The principal gave her the right of way. I went in there, did my thing. The principal, she's like, yo, like, I need you to come back. And I just did the whole grade of 3rd grade. She's like, yo, I need you to come back and do
You did the whole grade?
The whole grade.
The whole grade?
The whole grade. And the principal after, so I had my manager with me, which shout out Emily Parker. She's the greatest. Shout out Emily Parker. And I had a photographer with me, videographer, photographer.
Yeah.
And we're all standing there with the principal. It's over. The talk is over. We're standing with the principal, and she's like, hey, like, I need you guys to take my number because I don't need you to come back and do the entire 4th and 5th grade. And I'm like, yeah, I got you.
Wow.
Yeah, say less. So
life happens fast.
That's
fast.
And I will say you can't do it by yourself. And I wanna harp on my girl Emily for a second because without Emily, I wouldn't be able to do none of this stuff. Yeah. Emily, she, with the fashion show coming up, she's breaking it down for me. She's making spreadsheets. She's making the script for the show, for the operating manager. She's doing the whole 9 yards, the things I couldn't do. But one thing I'll tell you is you need to do the things that you're good at in life and have other people do the things that they're good in life, and you guys build an empire that takes over the world.
Because you told me you had a manager. I said, excuse me? Hold up, what's going on? Like, when you hear managers, you just obviously start thinking like celebrities or something like that. But hearing what your manager does for you is so important. Because like you were saying, I completely agree.
Yeah.
If you can handle these things for me and you enjoy these and you can do that,
come on,
I can just do what I do.
Come on.
And we can work together and we can make it happen. We can make something shake. Because, man, to go from... I didn't know it was a whole grade. Like, a whole grade, that's actually really important. Yeah, that's actually really important. A whole grade of a school, because then they're all going to want to talk about it or whatever, hopefully. Right. And then word of mouth might spread from a whole grade, and then it's little, bro.
Hey, you should have seen my Instagram subscribers. These little kids, they don't got Instagram and stuff, but they got YouTube. So look, you got a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah, it's the winning way. Man, I don't really promote my YouTube. I usually post my videos on it, but I'm an Instagram dude.
Yeah.
Man, I look on YouTube that night, I got 17 to like 20 new subscribers. I'm like, yeah, them little kids went crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Man. I'm so like, you never know.
No, you never know
the impact that you're making, and because you did one thing. And then it sounds like 2 more opportunities came from that.
Yeah.
And then that also came from you having a team of people. Because ironically, I thought it was funny. I pulled up, had all my stuff. You was like, dang, you official.
Yeah.
You have a team though.
Yeah.
Like that is
trying
fire.
to build one.
Yeah, because I mean, having a team, I think that makes things so much easier. And it, in a way, it does. And it really helps as far as brainstorming ideas, because you might think, I think this would be a great idea. Somebody else can say that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
I can tell you why. And then you might pivot and do something better, because somebody that's doing that for you, I'm happy for you. Yeah, that's great.
Little things like I'll be writing an email, or maybe I'm doing a presentation for class and she's going over, she's like, yo, like, what are you doing? You forgot the comma. You ain't capitalized that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That don't sound right. That's not business professional. Like, you need to fix that. But I'm not that good at fixing that stuff. So what is she going to do? She going to fix it. And we're going to both get to the top together. You know what I mean? So.
Wow. I respect that, man, because when you teamwork, I feel like a lot of people feel like they can't work with others, whether they are doing the same thing or whatever. That's why I thought it would make sense for us to collab.
Right, of course.
Because it's like, bro, you're doing something, I'm doing something. Why can't we work together? Because it shows I respect what you're doing.
Of course.
And I'm pretty sure you respect what I'm doing, because you would maybe be like, nah, I don't want to be associated with that. Why would I do that? So it's like a mutual thing, and just seeing people work together whenever you do see it, I think that's super important, because competition helps, but I mean, they say if you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
There you go. Hey, I ain't never heard that one before. I like that one.
Oh man, yes, that's like a proverb, bro. Like people be saying that, it's just a really important thing. Now, obviously, do what you can, but when you start to have a group of people that are all invested in the same vision, the same goal, it makes it so much easier to get there. So I'm happy for you for that.
And I want to talk about one thing, since we on this note right here.
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie, my girl Emily, we hang out probably every day.
Okay.
And whether that's us going to slap flyers on campus for the fashion show, or whether that's just her coming over and we cooking dinner, talking about life.
Yeah,
you know
that
what I mean?
bonding is important.
But look, here's the thing: when I go out in the public, people are like, "Yo, like that's your girl, or to her, like that's your man." Why does it gotta be like that? Why can't it just be like we are friends? Like, what's wrong with this generation, or what's wrong with society to where we can't have another gender that is just a friend? You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's a problem to me, and especially with her, because it happens to me a lot. People are, oh, that's your girl. No, it's not my girl. Like, we finna build an empire together. That is my friend. I'm helping her trying to get dudes. I'm trying to put her on with dudes. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, like that's one thing that bothers me about society, and I know you've probably dealt with that before, but
yeah, but I mean, I don't know, because it's like, for someone else to be helping you, it doesn't always have to be romantic or anything like that. But I can see how you would think that something could develop from there, but really you probably go a little farther when it's just like, this is just what we do because you're focused on that. You might not get distracted on the fact of like, y'all love each other different, because like you can still love them, like you can still love each other and be platonic, but when y'all are focused on a goal, y'all are working together as friends, it's easier to kind of just be like, bro, you're tripping, like you tweaking, fix this. Like I love you, my dog, but that's not the way. That's not the way. We need to change this. We need to do something else. But I don't know, man. That is a probably age old type question. Like that's a question that people are gonna ask forever, 100%, forever, 100%, for sure. But so like what am I trying to say? So as far as the winning way, man, do you feel like it's easy to live by the words that you kind of say?
Yo, I had to start staying in the crib.
Explain.
I'm gonna explain it to you. Bro, it's hard to really live by what I'm talking about on the winning way if you out in the streets. If you out in the streets partying every weekend, you drinking, you doing the whole 9 yard, it's going to be hard for you to live by my principles. So what did I have to do? Yo, I don't leave my crib for real. I stay in my crib and I stay focused. And that's how I live by my principles. Whereas sophomore year, freshman year, I'm not going to lie, I was in the streets. And I was living that college lifestyle. You feel me? I'm drinking, I'm at the bars, I'm trying to mac all the girls, you feel me? And then I realized, yo, that ain't it. That ain't it. So let me stay in the crib, let me stay focused, because all that stuff's going to be there forever. That partying is going to be there forever and ever.
Oh man. Okay. So like this is interesting, because I feel like I keep asking people this, because being in your 20s, I feel like, bro, we are like, what is going on? We are going, like, what's happening? So not to rush your life or just forget about living, but do you think it's more important to, all right, for you, do you feel like you're having more fun right now, or you're doing more of like building a foundation? Which one do you think you're doing more of?
I'm building that foundation for sure. But building the foundation is fun for me. That's the thing. It's fun for me. So that's how I know I'm in the right workspace, because I'm having fun building my foundation. Like, and yo, I don't want you to think I'm a robot, bro. Because do I go out and have a drink? Yeah, I go out and have a drink, man. But I'm just saying, I ain't out there getting blacked out. I ain't out there doing nothing crazy. But I'm building my foundation. You know
I hear you. Because obviously we're not here to judge people that are out there doing things like that. Of course not. But it's just a different way of life. It's just a different way of life. But I feel like I'm starting to be a little bit more like that, because as we were talking earlier, like when I do go out, I don't smoke. I'm never really pressed to drink, but I might do that, right? Or whatever. But I'm more so just in the moment. I'm trying to be in the moment and just enjoy the music, all things like that. But I feel like ever since I've had things that give me something to focus on, staying in the house to work on that stuff actually feels really good. Because I used to get like FOMO as far as missing stuff. Missing out
on the fun.
Like I love having fun. I want to be in the mix. But when you have those times where it's like, bro, I just got this done. What did you do? It just feels different. It's a feeling that I appreciate, because I know I just made some progress. And I agree with you. I feel like if you're making progress right now and you're building that foundation, it can be fun. If you're having fun doing that, oh yeah, more power to you, and it's gonna take you farther. But then I also think that helps you to have more fun later.
100%.
Like if you putting in some work right now, younger, you got the energy, all that stuff.
Come on.
It's gonna make it so much easier
100%.
at the later stages, because you'll be like, man, I don't want to do this, and I gotta do it, but I don't have the energy. Whereas I have the energy. Let me just go, let me just go straight for it, make something shake, make something happen, see what I can figure out. And then as you're making progress, it's like, okay, my younger self knows this now, so my older self can apply it and then just be grateful for it. Because I feel like any progress I'm making right now, my older self will appreciate it, because it's like, I'm glad that you made the decisions early to do those things. Because again, or also as well, I think decisions, they're so important. They're so important. And I feel like in this point of life, you always have to be mindful of your decisions, but this can be a very chaotic and confusing time in your life. And I feel like the decisions you make here are of extreme importance.
Yeah, the decisions you make now mold who you're going to be in the future.
Yeah, man. And that's why, because I just like asking people that question, do you feel like it's more important to do this or that? Because then I like to ask why. Like, what about it is more important, or what about it, like why do you have what makes you think that way? So I'm getting more and more people that are saying to build the foundation, and I'm also wondering, maybe that's just who I surround myself with, or the people that I've been seeking out,
right?
Because it makes me think, all right, if you're doing that right now, then I should probably be around you. I should probably get myself familiar with your circle, or have you in my circle, because I know we're trying to go somewhere together. That's why I think, again, collaboration. It's like, bro, 100%. I respect what you're doing. So it's like, we work together. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can learn. Let's see how we can grow. Let's see what ideas we can come up with, all different things like that. So, yeah.
There's a company called Typical Dudes.
Okay.
And their business is about partying. Like, you know what I mean? Their business, they promote partying. Yeah. They promote getting drunk. And let me tell you why I respect that. Because shout out to my boy Costa. Mm-hmm. But not only are you guys doing what you love, right? Because they probably love going out and getting drunk. That's cool. A lot of kids like that. But not only that, you're taking the opportunity to go make some money off it. Yeah. Like, all right, let me make a business around partying. Mm-hmm. And now you building the foundation doing what you do. Yeah. So I respect Typical Dudes. I just got to say that. I like that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties and whatnot. But if I'm not mistaken, what I was talking about was basically how I think is if you could turn your fun, if your fun and your passion and they kind of coincide with what you feel like you need to be doing, then that's the sweet spot. Yeah. It's like what I need to be doing is fun to me. So I'm going to do that. And I'm also working toward my future. So I always think that's important. And I always say this just because I feel like I talk about this a lot, because I think it's important to make sure that we are in basically the best state that we can be in for those that come after us. Whether you decide to have kids or not, you always got somebody that's like watching you, looking up to you. And if you are at least making sure that you're making the correct steps and things like that, I think that helps set them up for success as well. Because, I mean, obviously we're here trying to make an impact. Right. So I think that these are things that matter. So asking the question, because I feel like that might be something I continue to ask people. Because I think that's something we're all wondering. Yeah. Because we don't know.
We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. It's like, what should we be doing? Right. Because I ask older people, what do you wish you did more of? And I try to just use that. It's like, okay, I don't want to say I wish I did that. I want to just try and do it since you're saying it, because you've lived longer than I have.
I don't want to make you a mistake.
But then it's going to change for people. Right. Some people might say, I wish I worked harder. Mm-hmm. Some people are going to say, I wish I had more fun. So maybe it's just balance, which I always hear about. Yeah, I think balance, but like it's I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough balance, maybe, but that's just me.
I feel like you got to find the happy medium spot. Yeah, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. I like, for me, I'm a big fan of like celebrating your accomplishments. Yeah. So I just went and did my first assembly. I ain't gonna lie, I got a celebration coming up here soon.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After this fashion show,
Yeah.
I got a celebration coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I balance myself.
Yeah. So, and I can agree with that because something, the other thing I've been doing, right? So I feel like when I'm done with that,
Yeah.
I'm going,
You'll celebrate a little
I'm
bit.
going, yeah, absolutely. Because it's like, bro, I did what I said I was going to do. I mean, just.
You did it for yourself.
Yeah, it's some power in that, and it's a great feeling because it's a lot of people say things and do nothing.
Yeah.
So when you say something and you mean what you say and you do what you said, I do think you got to take a moment on that. It's like, wow, I did it, and it's still hard for me sometimes because I'm like, okay, I said that, but sometimes it's a little different. I know I said that, but bro, I did that. That's it kind of encourage you to continue to do that and to push forward in the future because you're thinking, okay, yes, that's scary, but in the past I said I was gonna do something like that and I did it, so I'm sure I could do this. So why not even try it? And if it don't work, you try it. Yeah, I think that's actually really important because you actually learn more from when you fail than when you win. So yeah, man,
bro, I'm in the process of thinking that right now with the whole fashion show. It's like, okay, say I get 2 people to come to the show, right?
Yeah.
At least I did it.
Exactly.
Because, hey, there's people out there who are looking like, yo, I can't believe he's trying to throw a you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yo, I did it. I don't care if I get 2 or if I get 700.
Yeah.
I did it. I had an idea and I did it.
Exactly.
And I think that's where people fail. They don't be doing it. They just have the idea.
Yeah, you got to try it, man.
You got to try it.
Because I think I try to keep the mentality of failing forward. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, whoa, it shifts my whole perspective on failing. Yeah. Because when you fail, you feel like you just fall down all the steps behind you. It's like, no, you learned something.
Fell forward.
So let's say you fail again. It's for a different reason. So now you're actually improving something and making it better. Because then when it's not a failure or when you make it past that stage, you're like, dang, I actually needed all of that. Yeah. I actually needed all of that. And that's one of the weirdest things I've been learning, man. It's like the things that kind of you feel like set you back kind of propel you forward in a way. Yeah. It's so weird.
Everything is a learning moment. Everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Man. For real. But yeah, so what should we be expecting next from the Winning Way? If you don't know, that's fine. But what should we be expecting to see pretty soon? Or what would you like to do in the future? Because you got the fashion show coming up. But
we're finna take off with those.
Okay.
We're finna take off with those. Y'all finna see that all across the country. And when I say that, I mean it. Y'all gonna see it all across the country. Student athlete fashion shows.
It's already apparent. You got some pull.
Student athlete fashion shows all across the country with motivation included. That's definitely up next. But on top of that, I'm about to get into a lot of schools. I'm finna make my power felt on all these children. Not children, I said children. Yeah. On all these young students.
Yeah.
I'm finna put my positive energy on them and give them some superpowers to make an impact in the world.
And I think that's important, man. Because as I was saying earlier, the ones that's coming after us, man, like the mark that we leave is going to impact them. And that's going to like decide whether things get better, things get worse. And obviously we want to leave things better than how we got to them. Yeah.
What I always say is, if you want to make generational wealth, you got to give to the generations to come.
Whoa, where you at? Wait, where did you get that from?
I'm not gonna lie, I made that one up. But
yeah, I know, but I'm like, where did that come from? That's solid.
I don't really know where that came from, but I'll say it again for you people out there. If you want to make generational wealth, you got to give back to the generations to come.
That okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it right there. That's a gem right there. That's a gem I just
That's a gem. That's a gem. I like that, man. Well, good, man. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to everything you got coming up. Again, I wanted to collab with you because, man, I think I respect the work that I've seen from you. In the small amount of time I've even known about you, I was like, bro, I respect that because I know that it takes some courage. You got to work through your fear, and you got to just keep, being persistent and persevering through all of that to make something of yourself and to make something happen, and I know what that's like.
Yes.
So when you're doing it and you see somebody else doing it, it's easier to appreciate it.
Because now you're like, I'm not alone. Like,
Yeah.
there's somebody else trying to make an impact too.
Exactly.
Like, and doing the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah, man, I respect it. And slightly envious that you got into that school like that. That's huge, bro.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's
I appreciate
huge, man.
that. I really appreciate that.
No problem, bro.
I will say, for the people out there that maybe want to get into what we're doing, making an impact or whatever, maybe doing something that people see as goofy, like you said earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I'll tell you. If you don't stop worrying about what people think about you, your success will be on hold forever. And I'm going to say it one more time. If you don't stop thinking or caring about what people have to say about you, then your success will be on hold forever.
I agree. I agree. I feel like as soon, like once you just let that go, it's a freeing feeling because people are gonna say things no matter what.
Yeah.
Period. So just do what it is that you're trying to do.
That's it.
Because I used to feel really weird. Like I know for season 1 of my podcast, I was not consistent. Like I was consistently posting an episode, but as far as like trying to get the word out to people about it, I was not consistent.
Yeah.
And now being even more consistent, I used to feel like I was bugging people and annoying people. But it's like, if I'm bugging you and annoying you, you probably the wrong people.
Yeah, and don't worry, they don't follow you.
Yeah, so it's like,
don't worry.
I need this. It'll find its way to who needs it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I totally agree. Because then once you let that go, you have a confidence within yourself. It's like, I'm going to do this whether you watch it or not, or whether you see it or not. And it makes it easier for you to continue to even push forward, because that's a part of the failing forward. Because everybody wants to be, viral, like off the bat. And I think that can actually that can kind of counter your growth, actually. Because then you have more expectations with not as much work. So now you think, I don't know what to do. It kind of throws you off, whereas you've been building a foundation. You've been building that up. So then when it gets there, it's like, all right, I've kind of been handling this for a second. I'm going to handle that.
Yeah. And let me tell you, TikTok's been manipulating people's heads. I'm famous off TikTok. I post one. That TikTok joint ain't real, man. Yeah. Like, that ain't real. You doing stuff to go viral like that. That's not gonna make you win in the long run. Yeah. So don't be fooled by going viral quick. It take work to get there, like real work. You know what I mean? Consistency.
Like people be thinking it'd be overnight.
Yeah.
Whoever you think something is overnight with is almost 9 times out of 10 not overnight, bro. No. Like they had been doing that. Like I think people thought like Ice Spice was overnight, right? Apparently she had been doing it for like. She had been making music for at least 2 years or something like before she got there. So even if it's a little bit of time, there's some time that's going to be put behind it if you really want to have the result that you need. So, yeah. But, man, I thank you for being a guest, man. This has been great. I already knew I was going to walk away with some gems from you because, like, before I even met you, I was listening to some of the stuff you were saying. I was like, I feel that and I resonate with that. But yeah, I think this has been good. This has been good.
I appreciate you for putting me on the show. It's an honor for me to be able to share some knowledge on a wonderful platform. I know you drove from Cincinnati. That's 4 hours to my crib. So I honestly, I really do appreciate you doing that. That means a lot.
No problem, bro. I feel like if I'm interested in what you do or I respect what you do, and plus like you my guest, bro. I'm trying to make it like I'm the guest in your home, but you the guest on the platform. I'm gonna try do what I need to do to make it easier for you, so we can do what we need to do. So that. Yeah, man. So I appreciate
my
you.
man right here is official. Yo,
yeah.
You see the microphones, man. Y'all can't even see the light in the camera, but yo, my man is official, man. Came in with his book bag on. You can tell he mean business, man. So keep an eye out for him. Keep your ears out for him because he finna have a bright future. I promise you.
I appreciate that, man. And any other last words that you want to say to the audience of the Highlight Reel, man?
Yeah, man, love yourself. That's all I got for you. Love yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you love yourself. Make something happen for yourself. And just like worry about the things that you want to do. And it's going to make its way to the people that need to see it. Like just focus on that. But again, thank you to the audience. Thank you, Mario, for being a guest again. And thank you to the audience of the Highlight Reel, whether you are watching this or listening to this. I thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope that you were able to take something away from it to basically move forward in life. And with that being said, peace out.
Peace.